Welcome to Win the Day from Back to the Bible. I'm your coach, Pastor Nat, and today we're going to look at the book of 1 Timothy. One of the greatest struggles for Christians is to be in, but not of the world. We find this concept in various biblical passages. But there is this tension about living as citizens of heaven while on earth. We want to reach the lost and go to them, but we still need to live a life pleasing to God. Well, if you're looking for a practical guide to living wisely in a fallen world, then you should read the book of 1 Timothy. The letter of 1 Timothy was written by the Apostle Paul from Macedonia after his first Roman imprisonment. He wrote this around 63 A.D. Paul wrote this letter while Timothy was serving as his representative in Ephesus and perhaps in other churches in the province of Asia. Timothy was to appoint elders, fight false doctrine, and oversee church life as an apostolic ambassador. So then why was Paul writing this letter? Well, Paul wrote this letter as a leadership handbook so that Timothy would have an effective advice in his duties during Paul's absence in Macedonia. Paul wanted to encourage and urge his friend and partner to become an example to others, to practice his spiritual gifts, and fight the good fight of faith. So what's the main thing from the first and longest pastoral letter from Paul? It is fight. Well, fight for what? Fight for the things that matter. Paul gives this sage advice in 1 Timothy chapter 6, beginning in verse 11. But you, man of God, flee from these things and pursue righteousness, godliness, faith, love, endurance, and gentleness. Fight the good fight of the faith. Take hold of eternal life to which you were called, and about which you have made a confession in the presence of many witnesses. I hope you heard what Paul just said. He said, guard your motives. Don't waver on what you know is true, and live a life that is above reproach. Fight. This is all driven by this clear and firm reality found in 1 Timothy chapter 2, beginning in verse 5. For there is one God and one mediator between God and mankind, the man Jesus Christ, who gave himself as a ransom for all, a testimony at the proper time. Friend, I don't care what the world, YouTube, TikTok, or your friends say. There is one God and only one way to God, Jesus Christ. The case has been settled. It is closed. So here's my challenge for you today. Fight the good fight. Fight for the things that matter. We are called to live a life above reproach. We are to live in a fallen world and to reach the lost at any cost short of sinning. So let's live a life that brings God glory and points exclusively to the one mediator, Jesus Christ. When we fight this fight, we will win the day.